Welcome to Angel Health Academy. Subject: Community Health Nursing Mnemonic. Topic for the day is Reproductive and Child Health Program (RCH). The concept of RCH approach. RCH approach is an integrated approach. It has been connected with or incorporated with various different approaches. So it is an integrated approach. It is aimed at improving the health status of young women and young children. So RCH consists a number of services to improve the health status and protect the health of the young mother and children. Next is the definition of RCH. According to Fathallah, RCH has been defined as people have the ability to reproduce and regulate their fertility. Women are able to go through pregnancy and childbirth safely. The outcome of all pregnancies is successful in terms of both maternal and infant survival and well-being. And couples are able to have sexual relations free of fear of pregnancy and of contracting diseases. So the Fathallah has been given a definition for RCH approach or RCH, that is, people have the ability and they are able to reproduce and regulate or control their fertility. Women are able to go through safely during their pregnancy, that is in antenatal period or prenatal period, and they do childbirth safely. So the women are able to go through safely during pregnancy and during childbirth. The outcome of all pregnancies are successful in terms of the survival and well-being of both maternal and infant, mother and child. And the couples are able to have sexual intercourses or sexual relations with free of fear of having unwanted pregnancy and contracting any sexually transmitted infections. Next is historical background of RCH program. Government of India had been started National Family Planning Program in 1952. Later in 1977, the government had been renamed the Family Planning Program as Family Welfare Program. And in 1985, Government of India launched a Universal Immunization Program for the immunization for the mother and children. In 1992, Government of India started a new approach, that is CSSM, Child Survival and Safe Motherhood Program. 1997, Government of India started the first phase of RCH, Reproductive Child Health Program, and later in 2005, Government of India also introduced or started Reproductive Child Health second phase. Next is the components of RCH program. There are mainly 4 components in RCH program. First one is family planning. Second one is CSSM, Child Survival and Safe Motherhood Program. Third one is client approach to healthcare. Here the approach is client approach. The last one is prevention and management of RTIs, that is reproductive tract infections, STD, that is sexually transmitted diseases, and HIV AIDS. So these are the 4 components of RCH. Let us discuss in detail about RCH program phase 1. So in this video I would like to talk about RCH program phase 1. The concept of RCH phase 1. RCH phase 1 formally launched on 15th October 1997 in India. It is incorporated with the components of CSSM, Child Survival and Safe Motherhood, and it included 2 additional components like sexually transmitted diseases and reproductive tract infections. And it is a differential approach. RCH phase 1 is a differential approach. It has got many measures to improve the health of the both mother and children. According to RCH phase 1, all the districts in India divided into 3 categories according to the crude birth rate and female literacy of the particular district. So there are 3 categories: category A, category B and category C. So all the districts had been divided into category A, which includes 58 districts, category B, which includes 184 districts, and category C includes 265 districts. So all these districts were covered in phased manner over a period of 3 years according to RCH phase 1. Next is objectives of RCH phase 1. There are mainly 3 important objectives RCH phase 1. First one is immediate objective, second one is intermediate objective, and third one is ultimate objective. Immediate, intermediate and ultimate. Immediate objective means to promote the health of both mother and children. Intermediate objective includes to reduce the infant mortality rate and maternal mortality rate, and ultimate objective means population stabilization or population control. So the objectives of RCH phase 1 is promotion of health of mother and children, reduce infant mortality rate and maternal mortality rate, and population stabilization as immediate objective, intermediate objective, and ultimate objective. The important part of the session is interventions or strategies of RCH phase 1. The intervention or strategies of RCH phase 1 has been divided into two main or important area, like intervention in all districts and intervention in selected districts. Interventions in all districts consist 11 interventions, and interventions in selected districts consist 6 interventions. I have been made a mnemonic for intervention in all districts, like community participation distractor. Let us expand the community participation distractor, like community participation stands for community participation only. D stands for district sub projects. I stands for IEC, information education communication. S stands for safe motherhood. T stands for training, that is high quality training services for the health personnel. R stands for RCH package, special RCH packages. A stands for abortion, that is abortion facility at PHC. Then C stands for child survival. T stands for target free approach. A stands for adolescent health and reproductive hygiene, AHRH. And R stands for RTIs or STDs clinics, reproductive tract infections or STDs clinics. So intervention in all districts includes, first is community participation, second is district sub projects, third is information education communication, fourth one is safe motherhood, fifth one is training, that is high quality training services for the health personnel, RCH special packages, then seventh one is abortion facility at PHC, and eighth one is child survival, and ninth one is target free approach, and 10th is adolescent health and reproductive hygiene, AHRH, and last one is reproductive tract infections and or sexually transmitted disease clinics. Let us explain in detail about all these interventions in all districts. First is community participation. So enhancement of or enhanced community participation for RCH program or RCH services through panchayats, through women groups, and through non-government organizations. That is enhanced community participation for RCH services. Second intervention is district sub-projects. So every district or each district has got a separate sub-projects according to the problem and issues under local capacity enhancement. That means enhancing the capacity of the local people by training the local personnel to render the RCH services in relation to district sub-projects, small projects. Then IEC activities, information education communication activities in relation to RCH services. Next is safe motherhood interventions. It includes 4 important interventions. You can have a mnemonic like ASIA. A stands for antenatal checkup, that is 3 antenatal compulsory checkups, and S stands for safe delivery, and I stands for immunization for tetanus, tetanus for mothers. Then S stands for anemia control program. So antenatal checkup, safe delivery, immunization for tetanus, and anemia control programs all comes under safe motherhood interventions, RCH phase 1 interventions. Fifth one is training, that is training, high quality training for the health personnel in all levels, primary, secondary and tertiary levels, to render the RCH services. Then sixth one is RCH package. RCH phase 1 has got a separate RCH special packages for the vulnerable group like urban slums and people in tribal areas. Next is safe abortion facility at primary health center. So all the primary health centers should have a facility for safe abortion. Next is child survival interventions. It has got 4 interventions. You can have a mnemonic like VIP observation. V stands for vitamin A supplementation for the child. I stands for immunization. P stands for prevention of death due to pneumonia or ARI, acute respiratory infections. Then observation O stands oral rehydration therapy for diarrhea management. That is VIP observation, vitamin A supplementation, immunization, prevention of death due to pneumonia, and OR. Next is target free approach. The 9th intervention is target free approach implementation in RCH. There was an approach in family planning and family welfare services like a target approach, focusing a particular couple to doing and rendering certain services, focusing permanent methods of family planning implementation or application in the couples. Now in RCH there is no target approaches. That's what it is called, target free approach. So everybody should get equal services. Very reproductive mother and child should get the equal services in RCH phase 1. Then 10th point is AHRH, that is adolescent health and reproductive hygiene, especially focusing on menstrual hygiene for the reproductive age female children. So it is another area focusing on adolescent, that is adolescent health and reproductive hygiene services for the adolescent people through RCH phase 1. The last intervention is having special clinics of reproductive tract infections and sexually transmitted diseases clinics at a district hospital. So each district hospital should have a reproductive tract infections clinic or a sexually transmitted diseases clinic as per RCH phase 1 intervention to all districts. So these are the 11 interventions to all the districts in RCH phase 1. The second intervention is intervention in selected districts. There are 6 interventions under intervention in selected districts. Let us discuss what are these 6 interventions. I have made a mnemonic for intervention in selected districts, that is raise emergency obstetric care or increase the emergency obstetric care. So you can expand the raise. R stands for referral transport, A stands for additional ANMs. Then I stands for improved delivery services and emergency services at PHC and subcenter and community health center. Improved delivery services, 24 hours delivery services. Then S stands for screening and treatment of RTAs, reproductive tract infections and sexually transmitted diseases. Then E stands for essential obstetric care at PHC. All PHC should provide essential obstetric care to the mothers. Then emergency obstetric care stands for emergency obstetric care at CHC, community health center. All the community health center should provide emergency obstetric care for the mother. Let us explain in detail about these 6 important intervention in the selected districts. So which includes, first one is referral transport, second one is ANM, that is additional ANM SC for RCH services, then improved delivery services and emergency care at sub-centers, screening and treatment for RTIs and or STDs, essential obstetrical care at PSC and emergency obstetrical care at CHC, community health center. Let us explain in detail about these 6 interventions. First is referral transport facility for all the pregnant women during the emergency, especially to the nearest referral center through Panchayat in weak districts. So all weak districts should have a referral transport facility for the pregnant women in emergency to the nearest referral center through the Panchayat. Then second one is additional ANM at sub-center in the weak district for rendering the RCH services. So appointing additional auxiliary nurse midwives at sub-center to render the RCH services for the mothers and child. Then improved delivery services and emergency care by providing equipment kits, IUD insertion, ANM kits at sub-centers. So through RCH phase 1, that the government is supplied equipment kits, different kit and IUD insertion kit, ANM kit at sub-centers to improve the delivery services, 24-hour delivery services and emergency care at sub-centers. Then fourth one is screening and treatment for RTAs and STDs at sub-divisional level. So each district has been divided into 2 to 3 subdivisions. So all the sub-divisional level, there should be a facility for screening and treatment for the reproductive tract infections and sexually transmitted disease infections. Next is essential obstetrical care in PHC. So through RCH phase 1, government is providing drugs and additional public health nurses or staff nurse appointing at PHC for providing essential obstetrical care when required. Then emergency obstetrical care at selected first referral units or community health centers by providing specific drugs for emergency obstetric care. So these are the 6 special interventions at selected districts under RCH phase 1. Next is major interventions, RCH phase 1. RCH phase 1 is incorporated with the CSSM, Child Survival and Safe Motherhood. It has major interventions. So let us discuss about the major interventions of RCH phase 1. I have made a mnemonic for major interventions like vitamin A and D deficiency prevention and control. Vitamin, you just note the spelling VITAMEN. I have made instead of I. So vitamin A and D deficiency prevention and control. Let us expand this mnemonic like V stands for vitamin A deficiency prevention and control. I stands for immunization. T stands for 24-hour delivery services. A stands for ARI control, acute respiratory infection control. M stands for MTP, medical termination of pregnancy. E stands for essential obstetric care at PHC. N stands for newborn care, that is essential newborn care. E stands for emergency obstetric care at CHC. D stands for diarrheal disease control. Then deficiency stands for drugs and equipment kit, special drugs and equipment kit. Prevention stands for prevention and control of anemia in children. And last, control stands for control of RTI and STI, reproductive tract infection and sexually transmitted infections. So in short, the major 12 interventions of RCH phase 1 is vitamin A deficiency prevention and control, immunization, 24-hour delivery services, acute respiratory infection control, MTP services, medical termination of pregnancy, essential obstetrical care, essential newborn care, emergency obstetric care, diarrheal disease control, drugs and equipment kits, then prevention and control of anemia in children, and last one is control of reproductive tract infections and sexually transmitted infections. Let us explain in detail about these 12 major interventions of RCH phase 1. So first major intervention is vitamin A deficiency in children, prevention and control. That is prevention and control of vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A deficiency in children can be prevented and controlled by giving vitamin A supplementation. That is, first dose is 1 lakh international units of vitamin A at 9 months along with the measles vaccination. Then second dose will be given 2 lakh international units, that is after 9 months of first dose. Subsequent doses 6 months interval, that is 2 lakhs only international units of vitamins only, given for up to 5 years of age. Then in case of severe malnutrition, the child should be given or must be given 1 additional dose of vitamin A. You can see that in this table, that is, it consists of beneficiaries, age, dosage of vitamin A per day and period. So children at 9 months, the first dose of 1 lakh international units of vitamin A, that is along with the measles. Then after 9 months, second dose, that is 2 lakh international units of vitamin A. Subsequent doses of 6 months interval up to 5 years. Then children with severe malnutrition should be given 1 additional dose of vitamin A. This is about the prevention or control of vitamin A deficiency in children. Second major intervention is immunization. So universal immunization program started in 1985, became a part of CSSM program, Child Survival and Safe Motherhood program, in 1992, and as a part of RCH program, that is in first phase in 1997. And it has to be maintained a strict cold chain. Cold chain is nothing but maintaining the adequate temperature of the vaccine during transportation from the manufacture area to the area where it is administered to the children. The third major intervention is there should be 24-hour delivery services at primary health centers and community health centers. So in RCH phase 1, additional honorarium given to the staff to encourage the round the clock, that is 24 hours delivery facilities at health centers, both primary health centers and community health centers. Fourth major intervention is acute respiratory disease or respiratory infections, that is ARI control. So in RCH phase 1, there are standard case management of acute respiratory infections and prevention of death due to pneumonia. Then second control measure is train all the peripheral health workers to recognize and treat the pneumonia, to identify the early signs and symptoms of pneumonia and treat the pneumonia. So train the peripheral health workers. Third control measure is supply of cotrimoxazole for the health workers in their drug kit through RCH phase 1 for the treatment of the pneumonia and acute respiratory diseases. So supply of cotrimoxazole to the health workers through drug kit. So these are the 3 measures to control the acute respiratory infections. Next is MTP, medical termination of pregnancy. First is training the health personnel, that is manpower, increase the registered personnel for conducting the medical termination of pregnancy, and supply of MTP equipments, kits for MTP services, that is supply of MTP equipment. And third measure is provision of engaging the doctor trained in MTP to visit the PHC on fixed date to perform the MTP. So in RCH phase 1, made a provision or facility for engaging the doctors who are already trained or have been given training for MTP to visit the nearest primary health centers on the fixed dates to perform the MTP services. Because MTP has to make as a regular services at primary health centers and community health centers. Next is essential obstetric care at PHC. So it includes early registration of the antenatal mothers, antenatal checkups, minimum 3 checkups, safe delivery and postnatal checkups. That also minimum 3 postnatal checkups. Let us explain in detail. First one is early registration. So early registration of pregnancy within first 12 to 16 weeks. So each antenatal mother or prenatal mother has to be registered in the nearest PHC within 12 to or first 12 to 16 weeks. Then there should be given minimum 3 antenatal checkups, either by auxiliary nurse midwives or ANMs or medical officers. Then there should be a provision or facility for safe delivery at home or in an institution. In an institution means health center or hospital. So provision for safe delivery at home or institution. Third one is provision for 3 postnatal checkups. So minimum 3 postnatal checkups has to be given to the mother. So 3 antenatal checkups and 3 postnatal checkups. Next is essential newborn care. It is aimed at to reduce the prenatal and neonatal mortality. So first one is resuscitation of newborn with asphyxia. All those newborns who have suffering from asphyxia, respiratory distress, has to be given resuscitation immediately after the delivery. Then prevention of hypothermia, prevention of neonatal infection. Then exclusive breastfeeding should be started within 30 minutes. Exclusive breastfeeding and referrals of all the sick newborn immediately
using referral transport.
Essential newborn care also includes the training of all the medical personnel or other health personnel in essential newborn care under RCH first phase and providing basic facilities for the care of the low birth weight babies and sick newborns both in community health center or first referral units and district hospitals under essential newborn care. Next is emergency obstetric care. So the aim is to prevent the maternal morbidity and mortality. First measure is strengthening all the community health center through supply of emergency obstetric kits like kit E, kit P, etc. and provision of skilled manpower on contract basis staff nurses, public health nurses for rendering the obstetric services. Then it also includes a uniform countrywide or all national level DAI training activities. So those who are conducting delivery at village level, that is the DAI, so giving DAI training activities. Ninth intervention is diarrhea disease control. So introduction of low osmolarity ORS, oral rehydration solution, and addition of zinc in diarrheal management. So introduction of low osmolarity ORS and addition of zinc in diarrheal management. Then formulation of deworming guidelines. So making guidelines for deworming every 6 months. Then provision for safe drinking water. So this all comes under as a measures to prevent the or control the diarrheal disease. The 10th major intervention is drugs and equipment kits. So supply drugs and equipment kits at various levels, at subcenter level, primary health center level, community health center level. At subcenter level, it includes a drug kit A, drug kit B, then midwifery kit to conduct the delivery and subcenter equipment kit. So drug kit A, drug kit B, midwifery kit to conduct the delivery and subcenter equipment kit. At primary health center level, it includes a primary health center equipment kit, then a drug kit for essential obstetrical care in category C districts. So a drug kit for essential obstetrical care in category C district. Then at community health center level or first referral unit level, equipment kits that includes kit E and kit P. These are the various equipment kits under RCH phase 1 at sub-center level, primary health center level and community health center level. The 11th major intervention is prevention and control of anemia in children. Prevention and control of anemia in children in RCH phase 1 recommends the iron tablets and folic acids for 100 days for the children in 3 categories such as children belongs to 6 months to 5 years, that is infant from 6 months to 5 years should give one iron tablet, that is elemental iron 20 mg per day along with the folic acid 100 microgram per day for 100 complete days in a year, that is for 6 months to 5 years. and children belongs to 6 years to 10 years should get elemental iron of 30 mg per day and folic acid 250 microgram per day for 100 complete days in a year. Then children above 10 years should be treated as an adult and should given a 600 to 100 mg iron tablet and an adult dose of folic acid. It is also recommended that the supplementation should be in a liquid form for the prevention and control of anemia in children. This is the recommendation is given by RCH first phase for the prevention and control of anemia in children. The 12th intervention is RTIs and STIs control, that is reproductive tract infections and sexually transmitted infections control. So in RCH first phase it is recommended that RTIs and STIs has to be linked, connected with HIV or AIDS control, and these services has to be planned and implemented in collaboration with the National AIDS Control Organization. And it is recommended in RCH first phase there should be assistance by NACO and from central government for training the various manpowers and supply provision for drug kits in relation to RTIs and STIs control. Then moreover 2 lab technicians per district has to be appointed on a contract basis for the prevention and control of RTIs and STIs under RCH first phase. So these are the 12 major intervention in RCH first phase in relation to or in cooperation with the child survival and safe motherhood. So thanks for watching. Hope this video really benefits in your studies. If you feel it is worth and benefit, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and stay tuned with Angel Health Academy till we meet with another and important educational video or second part of the RCH phase 2. Thank you.